back, relax, and maybe get yourself a snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hey guys, it has been a while, like a couple of months since I made a video, and a lot of that has to do with just life. Life got really busy, work got quite stressful. I have a small child running around as I'm filming this because I decided I'd put off this video too long. So the small child wants to come and join in and be in the video. Don't you, Trouble? You can see the top of him. Mainly due to illness, work stress, life just got busy, and I just didn't have time. Well, or at least I didn't feel like I had time to do YouTube videos. I also took a bit of a break from actually reading as well. I wasn't reading very much. Hi Jamie, can you see me in the video? That's funny, isn't it? So yeah, video. I wasn't really reading. I was just focusing on being a mum and just getting through a bit of a stressful time in work and just in life, and feeling very ill. I had some horrible flu-y, buggy, I don't know what it was, but it went on for ages, about 6 weeks, and it really knocked out all my energy. So I was not reading anything during that time. So basically, you haven't actually missed that much, even though I've been away, because books-wise, I have been in a real lull in terms of reading. But I'm now pleased to say that I'm feeling better, touch wood, and hopefully everything's good from this point onwards, and hopefully I just continue to feel good and get some time to do some filming. So, books. Thankfully, despite life being a bit crazy, books are always there for you and you can always come back to them at any time, so I kind of don't feel too bad about having a really long, unpredicted break, because I just couldn't do anything else at the time, and I knew that although I wanted to read everything then, oh dear you, Trouble, I just wasn't feeling able to read for enjoyment like I normally do. So I wanted to give myself time, and I just spent a lot of time like playing my Switch or watching TV, things that I didn't need to engage my brain as much as reading, because I love reading. I want to be actively engaged with it when I do it. I enjoy it. I find it fun. So hopefully I'm now back in that place. Yes, you have an egg. Well done. You are funny. If I went through everything you've been reading, we'd be here for a long time, because you have not slowed down your reading. You have just sped it up, haven't you? And he's a right little chatterbox now as well. If you hear any chattering in the background, it's just him. So, what have I been reading since I last spoke to you? To be honest, not a lot is what the truth is. I don't know quite when I last updated you guys, but according to Goodreads, the last few books that I read were Glitterati, which I'm pretty sure I did talk about, The Shadow Casket, which is a Chris Wooding book. This is a sequel and I absolutely loved it. Again, not sure if I spoke about it or not, but I very much enjoyed it. The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. This one I read for book club and I really enjoyed this. It was easy reading, lots of fun. Then I read a book which is a new book. It's not out yet, but it's this one. It is The Judas Blossom by Stephen Aaron. So I was really pleased to have the publisher reach out to me and ask, would I like to read it in advance? And if I liked it, would I be able to supply a little mini review? And actually I did that, and my mini review made it to the book, which I'm quite pleased about. Here it is. Kitty G. You see that? I love it when I get in books. It's always very exciting. So I said it's engaging and exhilarating with a fantastical cast, balanced pacing and an exciting plot. The Judas Blossom is filled with lots of characters to connect with, history to uncover, magic to behold, and drama to unfold. I'd recommend this to fans of Ken Liu, David Hare, and anyone who wants diversity in their cultures within their fantasy. So I really like this. It is very, very cool. It's based on the sort of Mongol Empire and the expansion that happened. There are references to real life things that happened, but the characters themselves have been sort of fictionalized by the author. But it's a very interesting concept. I absolutely enjoyed it. This one comes out on the 11th of July, so I'll probably do a review soon if you guys are interested. Depends if I have this little monkey running around or not. He might be a regular appearance, just the top of his head in future videos because he wants to hang out with me whilst I film videos now, which is fine. But anyway, this one, really, really fun. I very much enjoyed it and I highly recommend it to you guys, and I will probably do a full review. I also have to say that the cover is just beautiful. It's designed by Sarah O'Flaherty and it is just stunning, as you can see, like so beautiful all the way around. So really love the cover. I think that's what initially drew me to it, and then the author I'd heard of before because I'm pretty sure he did SPFBO at one point. So yeah, really excited that this one is coming out soon and that you can see my little quote in it. That's always so cool. After that, the next book that I read was actually a reread, and that is Ship of Magic by Robin Hobb. And I started rereading this because my husband read it for the first time and he was telling me about it, and it was just reigniting my passion for Robin Hobb. And I wasn't really reading because this was the time where I was in that funk of like just not feeling very well. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to read it too. I'm going to reread it. I haven't reread it ever until now, and I loved it. Again, as always with Robin Hobb, she just delivers. I just felt the passion. I just felt so engaged in the story and I love it. And rereading it now, knowing everything that I know about the whole realm of the Elderlings, it's so worthwhile doing. So I really, really recommend rereading your favourite books, especially if you are in a slump or you're not feeling well or any of that stuff. Like, it helps so much to do that. So I really liked that one and I reread it and I enjoyed it a lot. Naturally, I just went straight on to the second one in the series after that, which is The Mad Ship, and I'm currently still reading that. I think I'm like 3/4 of the way through my reread or my re-listen because I'm actually audiobooking them, and I'm loving that one as well. Shocker, I know. But lots of fun to be had. Other books that I'm currently reading. Whilst I was in that sort of funky, not feeling well space, one of the authors that I really enjoy reached out and sent me his book, and that is this one, The Book That Wouldn't Burn by Mark Lawrence. Now, this one sounds really fun and I'm very excited to get to it. I just haven't. And it actually comes out this month, May. So I got, how far did I get? Like 50 pages in, was really enjoying it, but then got ill, wasn't feeling any reading. Haven't yet picked it back up, but I fully intend to. This is going to be one of my first reads properly getting back into reading. So I'll hopefully have a review of this relatively soon for you guys because I am excited about it and I want to talk about it as soon as possible, as close to release as possible. Very excited to continue reading this one and hopefully it's good. But what I read was good. It seems very interesting. It's like about these kids who are sort of stuck in this library which they got teleported into, and it's a creepy library with like troubles and all sorts. It's very interesting. I like it so far. There's actually another book that I read which I completely forgot to tell you guys about, and that is In the Lives of Puppets by TJ Klune. I love this. It was so good. It definitely felt like a TJ book. It felt really fun. I will do a full review of In the Lives of Puppets because I really liked that one and it's still quite fresh in my memory. I really enjoyed that one when I read it, and I definitely want to shout about it to you guys because I loved it. Oh, another one that I read, which I haven't updated on my Goodreads yet, but I did finish it, was The Silence of Unworthy Gods, which is the fourth one in a series? Fourth in a series, and this is a series that I started way many years ago for SPFBO and I've continued reading because I absolutely love the series and I was very excited to get back into this world and to enjoy it. Very much enjoying this series and will continue going with it. I don't know if I'll do a full review of this one or if I'll just do like a batch review maybe, but I definitely liked it. I am also currently reading the second one in the Miss Percy series. I'm reading that one on my Kindle at the moment. Very much enjoying it because it's super easy, cozy read, so I can actually make progress with that one. I feel like the headspace I was in whilst being ill and not reading was just not great, and so coming back into reading, all I wanted was like cozy, easy reads or like something that didn't feel too heavy, too epic fantasy. So In the Lives of Puppets was a great one for that, and also Miss Percy has been a great one for that too because they're just so, well, In the Lives of Puppets has a bit more deep stuff going on, but it still feels very TJ, very cozy, very approachable, and I think same with Miss Percy, that feels very easy to get into, very approachable. So yeah, and obviously Robin Hobb as well. I would say is cozy, but actually a lot of horrible stuff happens, but I still think it's cozy. So juxtaposition there, but I love her. You like Robin Hobb? Yeah? He's nodding, but he doesn't know. One day he will read them because he actually has a name from Robin Hobb's books as part of his name. Fitz is one of his middle names, so yeah. There's another book I'm reading. I've forgotten the name of it. I'll put a picture of it on screen. I have just started the audiobook for it, actually. It's a non-fiction one. It's about food. It just got advertised to me on Audible, and I was like, sounds interesting. I got into a bad habit of eating not very well and just feeling a bit sluggish, not really moving around as much as I want to be. So yeah, I was in this not great space and this book just popped up and sounded interesting. It's about like overly processed foods and how much of an effect they have on our bodies. I don't know. It's okay so far. I only literally started this one yesterday, so we'll see what it ends up being. But I'm listening to the audiobook read, I think, by the author, which is good. Yeah, all good. I got sent a couple of books recently that I'm very excited to read on my Kindle. I'll flash a few pictures up of them because I don't have my Kindle here to tell you all, but one that I'm really excited about that I got approved for is Raven Song by TJ Clean, which is being sort of republished by Tor soon. It's already come out as a self-published book many years ago, I think, and then they picked up the rights for it and they're republishing it. I read the first one a while ago now, maybe last year, and I loved it. So I'm excited to continue the series, and I got approved for the NetGalley, so I'm very excited to read that one pretty soon, I expect. There's also some other books that I was kindly sent by authors, and hopefully I'll get to them soon. And Brandon Sanderson's newest one that he released as sort of secret project too. I've got that one as well to read. So I've got quite a few things on my list that I'm excited about, but I haven't quite got to them. And then I think I picked up some books. We went to Oxford for the day to meet up with some friends, and there was a bookshop there, Blackwell's, which I didn't realise was like mostly SFF themed. Somehow I was oblivious to this, but I was really excited to find out that it was a thing, and I went there and I bought some books. I sort of abandoned all my group of friends and was like, bye guys, I'm going to the bookshop, I'll see you in a bit, and that's exactly what happened. Whilst I was in the bookshop, I picked up Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. This one I picked up because I've read her previous book series, and I really enjoyed it, and it's sort of YA. I think this one might be a bit more adult than YA, but I'm not entirely certain. To be honest, I don't know an awful lot about this at all, but I just thought she was a really nice author. I actually met her before as well at an event, and she was really lovely, and the cover is just stunning. So I just thought, you know what, I'm going to support her and I'm going to pick up her book and try it out because I like the last series, so I'm sure I'll like this series as well. I love the cover art. Who did the cover art? It was Lisa Perrin and Lydia Blaggen, maybe. Beautiful. Another one that I picked up was this one, One for All by Lily Lanoff. It's a lot of L's in that name. The concept of this one is about a young girl who wants to train with her sword, but she is also sick in some way. She gets like dizziness, and a lot of people look down on her for that. However, her father's wish is that she will go to finishing school and learn. And when she gets there, she realizes it's not kind of just a finishing school. It's actually a secret school for musketeers in training. It sounds very fun. I've never heard of this author or this book, but I just picked it up after reading the blurb and thought it just sounded really good. So hopefully it is. Another one that I picked up is Vagabonds. I'd been meaning to pick this one up for a little while. It was translated by Ken Liu, which is how I know about it, but it's by Hao Jingfang. It sounded like it would be a lot of fun. It's a sci-fi one. I haven't really been reading much sci-fi recently, but I want to get back into it, so this one sounded like it could be a good place to begin that. It's AD 2201. After a long war, some Martian students were sent to Earth as a goodwill ambassador from the Red Planet, and now they are returning home, accompanied by envoys, but almost immediately negotiations break down and long-standing enmity kind of transpires. So it sounds like it might be a little bit more about the people than just the SFF world, which is definitely the sort of SF that appeals more to me because I don't love sort of loads of technical jargon and not a lot else. But we'll see. I hope I'm going to like it. I did read the first few pages of each of these books when I was in the shop and I really liked them. So hopefully I'll enjoy them. Another book that I kindly got sent is this one, Baba Black Sheep. Yeah, I didn't get a book with Baba Black Sheep in. Did you have a book with Baba Black Sheep in? No. So another one that I was kindly sent is Gods of the Weird Wood by R.J. Barker. This one comes out next month in June, and I'm excited about it. It's a new series by R.J. I think it's going to be a bit more of an epic-y one than his previous series. It's quite chunky at any rate. So I'm excited. I really liked his other series. So I was kindly sent this one by the publisher, and I'm very much looking forward to it. It says it's going to be a world of power, prophecy, and the first book in a new epic fantasy trilogy from RJ. RJ is a lovely person. I've met him at a few conventions and things that I've been to, and he's absolutely lovely, and I really liked his first series. I didn't love the Bone Ship series as much. I didn't think that one quite resonated for me, but I did enjoy his first series a lot, and I'm hoping that this series will kind of be a little bit more of an epic version of that style of writing. So fingers crossed. I really like this one, and I'm excited to try it soon. And then the last one that I picked up in Blackwell's when I was in Oxford is Covered in Fluff. Cats, children, grub, everywhere. Together We Burn. This one actually is a little bit of a blurb by Stephanie Garber, ironically, who I picked up that one by. But it's by Isabel Ibanez. I've never heard of this one before either, but it sounds cool. It's about an ancient city which is plagued by dragons, a flamenco dancer who is determined to save her ancestral home. I mean, that just sounds cool. That sounds like something different with dragons and flamenco. I'm excited to see how this can cross over. It sounds like this author is a descendant of two Bolivian parents, so I'm wondering if the Bolivian culture kind of embraces flamenco, and that's where she's drawing this inspiration from. I hope so. I'm looking forward to it. I love books about dragons, as you all know. So, long story short, I'm back. Hopefully, possibly with a small child in and out of the frame for future videos. Hopefully not too distracting. Are you distracting? Hopefully not too distracting for you guys. Definitely distracting for me, but you know, that's fine. I love you. You're so cute. Hopefully I'll be back a little bit more regularly now. I would like to be. I'm reading again. Everything's good. Everyone's healthy and happy. Touch wood. That continues. I hope you guys are well. I'm sorry it's been a while, but I'm back, and I will be back more. So tell me what you have read in the last, I think it's been like 3 months, that has been the best book you read in the last 3 months. Please let me know. And thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in a new video very soon. Bye. Bye. Good job. You want to make your YouTube debut? Look, it's Jamie. It's Jamie. Hello. Kiki. You want to be in Mummy's video? Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Thank you for watching my video today. Go pick up a book, then come back and chat with me again.